blog.stampwithelaine.com. Today we're going to be making this sidestep card. It uses half a sheet of A4 cards. Cut the A4 cardstock in half. In Imperial it will measure 5 7/8 inch across by 8 1/4 inches, or in centimetres that would be approximately 14.6 centimetres by 21 centimetres. You need your trimmer, and you need to cut a slot from butt the top edge to the 3-inch mark, and then cut from 2.5 centimetres to 16.3 centimetres, and Imperial that would be 1 inch to 6 3/8 inches. Once you've cut your slot, you'll find that this side is slightly wider than this side. This side will be 3 inches wide, but the slot between there and there is only 2 7/8 inch wide. So in centimetres that's 7.6, and this side is 7.3. Next we'll need our simply scored tool, and on the wider side you want to score at 1/8 only up to the cut bit. Then you flip it over, so with the narrower edge at the top you score at 1, 2, 3 1/4, 4 1/2, and 6 3/8. First you want to fold the wider side and that basically folds it in half. But on this side you want the first fold at 1 inch, valley fold on the second one, mountain, valley, mountain. So that's your basic step. Now we want to do some stamping. Now this sheet, Whisper White, you need a sheet that measures 7 3/4 by 2 7/8, which is 19.7 by 7.3 centimetres, and this one is just a tad under 2 7/8 in width, and that's by 4 inches, which comes to 10.2 centimetres by 7.2, say. So we need our Memento black ink, and this lovely stamp from White Christmas, which is this image here. Ink it up, and I shall butt these up together so that the image straddles the two pieces of paper. Now this is a 1 3/4 inch circle, which I punched out, and I'm going to use that as a mask. Then I'm going to use the Soft Sky ink, the sponge dauber, and I'm gently going to daub around there. Oh, I think I've missed out a step. I'm using this house from Holiday Home, and I'll also be using this image. They're lovely because they have a coordinating die cut. I want to stamp another house, still in Memento black ink. So let's carry on doing the house. The nice thing about these photopolymer stamps is that you can curve it. So I'll stamp that in Memento black ink, and I'll take that mask off so that I can stamp Santa's sleigh. Maybe that's too curly. Stamp him on there. Next I'm going to stamp the reindeer. So I don't think you'll find Arctic bears, it's just this little one here in the woods. So next we need a two-way glue pen. So just to add a bit of sparkly on the trees. And I think instead of colouring the branches here, I won't bother. We have to work fairly quickly because the glue will dry. And I've got some dazzling diamonds here. Sprinkle them, going to get all glitter everywhere. So now I'm going to use Lost Lagoon and stamp Merry up here. For my greeting, and Memento black ink again. Just have the reindeer popping out there. Now we're ready to glue that onto our card. Next I'm going to do a bit of embossing. So this is basic grey, just a scrap of basic grey, and my Dust Buddy. And I need Versamark ink, this house, pop it on the block. Versamark ink. The number 2 setting, make sure that's hot, and then white emboss it. You can see it changing, it's fairly quick. There we go. Next I'll need my homemade holiday framelits, and I'll need my magnetic platform, the base cutting plate, the cardstock, the die and the top cutting plate, and I'm ready to run this through the Big Shot. So I'll do that off camera. Now we take the house, and we need 2 scraps of paper, sort of roughly just shy of 2 7/8 inch, so that we can just tear off a bit for the snow line, and the same with this. So I've torn off bits there, and what I'm going to do is use my two-way glue pen, and I'll just pop it on the top there. Just on the edges. Yes, it's going to be a very sparkly card, this. Bit of Tombow glue on this panel. And a bit on here as well. Next I want to glue my house, so I'll put a dollop of glue on here, then I know for sure I won't accidentally go beyond. Next I'm going to stamp the car, the tree and a snowman. So that's all in Memento black ink. And the lovely thing about the photopolymer stamps is that it's so easy to line them up and stamp. And the little snowman. I've zoomed in a little bit so we can do some colouring. I'm going to use the darkest colour. This is Old Olive, and I'll use the thin end. And this is the medium, so I'll just give it a wash all over. And then I'll use the skin tones for the trunk. I'm going to use the smoky slate for the wheels of the car, the darkest one for the tyres. And we'll have a cherry cobbler car. Haven't got a very steady hand today, I'm a bit shaky. Never mind, you get the general drift. Better not forget his hat. And cut the images out. You could mask it, I suppose, but I was just a bit lazy. I find it easier to just cut the little snowman. So the last thing to do is just glue these. Little snowman. And the car. And just a couple of finishing touches. And I've almost forgot the deer, so we'd better do the deer as well. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial, and come back for more inspiration another time at blog.stampwithelaine.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you